What are pilots actually seeing in the sky? And this year on February 12th, a plane going from Boston, Massachusetts to Harrisburg, Pennsylvania spotted something very eerie.
This one, I mean, when you hear pilots spotting something that is not aircraft and you hear the air traffic controller saying, well, we have 2 planes in your area going left to right. Is that what you saw? Because the pilot did say
something that just went from right to left to right in a blink and then flashed his lights 3-4 times and vanished.
Yeah, you're going to think I'm crazy.
Well, you're going to think I'm crazy.
It was an orange glow that appeared 60 to 80 miles in front of him, blinked lights at him.
It looked like it's a bright orangey thing, and then since we spoke to you last, it flashed just like 3-4 times, and we are still looking at it now.
And then took off 180 degrees in the other direction, coast to coast.
in like seconds, he said.
This thing went 180 degrees in like a second.
These things always get to me because these pilots do this every single day. They're up there. They know what planes
Every
look like.
day.
Yeah, they know what planes look like. They know what should be in the sky, what shouldn't be in the sky. And when they actually come across the air traffic control and say, hey, we just saw something. And then air traffic control says, yeah, that could have been a plane going this way or this plane going this way. And they say, it wasn't that. It was something else.
Yep, this definitely wasn't an airplane.
That really makes you think, what the hell is up there?
Yeah, is it military? Like, that was one of my first thoughts. Like, all right, is this military testing secret projects? Well, you would think technology would come out by now, especially since it's been around, all this technology. Why haven't we seen it in war or even in commercial use?
I was listening to another podcast about when the radar changed over to the new system that they had. They actually started seeing all these tic-tac things on radar, and then that's why it's so prominent now to see these tic-tac shapes on the radar, infrared, and all these other things. For a pilot to actually see it in person, describe it to air traffic control, and say it wasn't a plane.
Yep, this definitely wasn't an airplane.
They know what's flying up there. This is one, even though there's no video footage, you could just hear the back and forth from the airplane to the air traffic control.
Oh, goodness. All right. Yeah, let me know if you see it again. We'll make a report.
It makes it believable.
I wish, because a lot of, I guess, airplane pilots do this sometimes. They put GoPros in certain areas, so they'll do like, show you them taking off.
Yeah.
Like if I was a pilot and I started seeing stuff, I would put up some type of camera where it's like facing out. Even you might not catch it, but I wish they would put something on the plane. So then
I'm sure they talked about it, yeah.
Right, and then they could say, hey, did you guys see anything? Because this is what we saw. And then they could be like, dude, we saw something.
But this is like one of the only times like I've ever heard like an orange glow about a UFO.
Yeah, I've never heard that
Usually
before.
It's like silver, metallic, you hear those kind of things, but you never hear like an orange glow.
It looked like it's a bright orangey thing. And
True, you don't. I don't know. If you had to give a thumbs up, thumbs down on this.
I think it's a thumbs up all the way. Just because you wouldn't report that to air traffic control if you didn't actually see anything, and for them not to pick up anything on radar is kind of eerie as well. Why would he make that up?
True, why would you make that up? But how does this, the only question I would have to say, and I might...
How does this audio get out?
Like, how does this audio get out? And why would they release this audio to the public?
That's a great question.
And especially since it only happened like a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I can't explain that. Maybe somebody recorded it, somebody leaked it. That's the only explanation I have, but I do get that point. But I do think it's real that pilots are seeing stuff in the air.
I agree with that, but I'm on the fence with this, and I might give it a thumbs down just because of that. Because yes, I know people listen.
And that it is open, so like if you're ever on the plane, there is a channel entertainment screen that you can listen to the cockpit.
I don't think I would want to, because then they'd be like, "Oh my god, we're experiencing this," and then you'd be like, "Oh my god."
That would suck, but that is a possibility. So that this recording could have come from that as well.
But it is definitely not an airplane. It doesn't have a strobe lights or anything on it. It's just this bright orange going on and off.
Yeah, I don't know. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below, and until we meet in the shadows,
Stay spooky. Cinematic view. No.